Okay, so this might not be good. The big weakness in this list. Oh, well, we got a decent draw for it. So we got enough bronze cards that we can probably get away with keeping a silver. And they're almost for sure. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep all these. So the big risk with this deck is always having enough stuff to do during the bronze turns because we can get like super overwhelmed and run down to the ground, especially by hard aggro. And Joker Harley Quinn is that's hard aggro. Fortunately, apparently their draw was as bad as ours was good. So we're not going to get the bonus on Arkham Guards. So I don't think we can afford to keep any of this because we need early game interaction because both of these dudes are going to... Batman's good at board control and Aquaman's good at board presence. So yeah, we need these early cards to get to those middle turns. Like, if we can get to the gold turns without losing a hero, we should be in decent shape. Really want to put Riddler out there. Probably should be more conservative. Well, if he has Clark Kent, he's definitely running him. This seems like a playable deck, or a playable card in that deck too. Let's guess here. Don't go with the legendary. Just assume they don't have the legendary and go with the card everybody has. I bet that's the right one. I mean, there's a chance Jimmy Olsen is in there too. Like, he is running Superman Robot. So if this is a deck that's trying to like take advantage of a lot of shields, like use Aquaman's board presence to generate characters and then shield them up. Oh, I need to hit that turn here. There's a chance Jimmy makes the list, but I don't think so. I think they had to have had Bluebird. Why battering a Detective Chimp like that? That's weird. I guess so that I can't trade without dying?
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
There's probably an argument there for taking the grapple gun and getting a second Detective Chimp activation. So this is kind of where we want to be as we get into the silver turns. They only have 3 cards in hand. We have a slight hand advantage. We've got a few things out on the board. Surprised they gave me that card. Makes me wonder what the other options were. Soft Riddler. So I actually put Riddler in this deck initially just because I like this card sleeve so much. So I felt like Riddler had to be in the deck. He's actually such a good performer. I get good relevant cards. People tend to give you gold cards if you play them early because they aren't going to be playable for so long. They're like, haha, I'll clog your hand. But then you end up with just like gold card after gold card once you get into the deep turns. We have to kill that guy. Yeah, can't let him stick around. bit. So there's kind of bait here. I don't think they're going to be able to both kill Riddler and Robin, unless Batman has exactly a veteran. He might, but we know that this particular player has been pretty... Oh my god, he gave me a Clark Kent? He's been pretty capricious with their batarang, so I don't think they have a stockpile of stuff in their hand. Okay. Wish it didn't like delay forever there. Ooh, Shazam can be a problem. No, generally speaking, I want at least 2 things to do on turns 1 through 3 before I'll keep any of the silver cards. Except for Lucius. I always keep Lucius. It's too impactful. So I'm trying to think what they could do here that would be really upsetting to me. I think they're in a building phase. Well, we really want to be careful of this Batgirl copying some powerful deploy. Like, this guy can be potentially dangerous, but they need to have stuff to back it up. I guess if I just put 2 damage here, then if he tries to clear my unit, I'll clear him back. And that is why we mulligan for bronze cards with this deck. The deck is so late game focused. Like, we win the late game all the time, but we get killed in the early game if we don't get good enough draw. If you know you're going up against a combination of characters that are probably not going to be super aggressive, you can sometimes keep a few more silvers, but that sucks. I'm going to have to deal with some of this now. That was a good pull.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
There's probably an argument for waiting until I get Batwing down, but I'm so paranoid. So it's nice to get more value out of the gadgets, of course, but I'm so paranoid about losing control of the board, because playing from behind is where we're at our worst. We want to go into the gold turns with the ability to kill units at will, with Lex, with the Omega Beams, potentially with the Culling, combined with some tear gas or whatever. Like, this is where we want to be, so I'm okay with Batwing not getting full value out of those if it means they're only going to have 1 viable attack. I mean, they might have 2, but they're gonna have to play something here to get a deploy into play for Batgirl. Otherwise, I think they'll save her. I'll probably go off with this guy and try to push damage towards one of my heroes.
I bring the thunder!
If he has the ability to get big enough to kill Lucius, I expect him to go Batman. Otherwise, we'll probably all go Lex. So, hopefully I get something that'll let me interact with Shazam. Ideally, I want to get tear gas so I can strip the aura off both these guys. Crap. It's like the worst two options. I don't care about taking a charge away from Batgirl because she's still going to be able to go off. If I commit here, then I won't be able to only produce 4. Man, that... I really needed one of the ones that would let me hit a aura there. That sucks. Okay. Tear gas. Give me tear gas. Not good enough. Really bummed about giving them an action card here, but at least we got the extra value they could have got off of it in the form of attack on penny off the table. That was not a great turn for me. So I'm really hoping to have the breathing room to play Appetite for Conquest next turn. I should be able to kill one thing with Lex's hero power, and if he plays 2 big things here that are problematic, I can use Omega. No, we'll kill this thing with Lex's power, play Appetite for Conquest. There's Lucius. It's not where we want to be. We're starting to lose control. I guess I could clear the whole board here. I think I might have to do that and hold off on the Appetite. That doesn't feel great, but this is dangerous stuff here. Okay. Much better plan. Still have to hold off on the Appetite. We'll make it so they can never play another dude there, ever. And then we'll get rid of that guy. So Batman's got an evade, so he's somewhat well protected. We're set up so we can recur Darkseid if we need to. Now, if we're real lucky this next turn, they're going to play in such a way that we'll be able to attack with Darkseid, then use the grapple gun to put him back in hand, then plan and create another dead zone and start to really clog their hand up with places where they can't recruit characters. Is Batgirl going to use her power here just because this is the first deploy they've been able to stick? That would feel pretty terrible.
You don't stand a chance.
Yep. Wow. Well, I guess one of the cards that it's fishing out are always these deal 2 damage, draw a card, lightning things. That's probably not so bad. Yikes. Okay.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
So if I get a batarang here, yeah, here we go. Full control of the board. They've only got 2 board slots they can play to. Darkside's gonna be fragile to like hard removal, but they're not gonna be able to remove him like fairly in combat this turn, unless they have some speed characters.
I bring the thunder!
I imagine that 6 damage is gonna go at Batman. Yeah, pouring it on Batman. My guess is the thinking is, let's do as much damage to Batman, try to get him out of here, and then deal with Darkseid after. I mean, they could still have a hard removal here. I gotta get something done in front of Batman. That's kind of annoying. So we don't want to use this turn, so we want some protection here for our leaders. Batman is looking real rough. But the idea that we could hit for another 8, put him back in the hand, and then close up one more spot. At a certain point, we can close the whole board off if they let us. So what could really hurt me here? Bat Cycle is not going to be enough because Shazam needs to get to 3. Yeah, those lightning bolts aren't great, but you have to get to them.
You don't stand a chance.
Where's that 3 damage going to go? Is she going to kill Bluebird? Okay, well, I had a 2-turn plan for Batgirl, but she's just going to die next turn now, unless he does have a gold left. And yeah, built it out. There it is.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
just kill this guy? I guess so. I have a feeling I'm leaving Batman super vulnerable to just getting, like, killed to damage from hand here, but I kind of don't care. I should still be able to close this game out here pretty quickly. I mean, Lex is low too, so there is some risk. But I've got, like, his removals just about up. Have this in hand. This is a removal. This could kill a bunch of guys. Does that go to Batman? Alright. So I don't know if he YOLO'd that, but I feel if I was in his position, I wouldn't have spent the one unless I had both. Here it comes. Batman. Oh, well, yeah. Now here it comes. What did I do? Give a friendly recruit firepower 1. I don't understand these plays. I guess it's the best you can do. Alright, so the re-recruit on Catwoman is just so she's hidden again, try to hide her from damage dealing spells. I'm still at relatively big risk here because the what's the green faction called? Energy? Or whatever the green faction is, does have direct damage spells that can go leader, and depending upon how they've drawn and how much lightning they have in the deck, they could chain into potentially lethal damage here with over not that many cards. I'm not worried about that at all. I mean, I guess it lets him draw one more card. So if he can't either kill me here or clear my board, I think I just win. Because I am showing lethal damage, so he's got to clear at least one of my units. And even that might not be good enough. Did they draw a card off that power battery too? I really don't understand what that was supposed to do. So if one friendly character, I'll let you draw a card. I mean, if they can hit one lightning bolt, conceivably you cast the first and that draws you into the next, and you could chain. I don't know how many lightning bolts are in their deck right now, but it's probably a significant number. That's not good enough. Oh, no bolt cards left in the deck, huh? I think this one's in the bag. Well, no, that's not true, because they could play that flash that starts out as a 3/3, then buff him, then chain a bunch of lightning bolts, and attack with that flash like 50 times. Although they have to get him through Dark Side and then into Lex. Or is that 6 damage going to do anything useful? If he tries to do anything with it, he just loses it. He doesn't gold, like, Batmobile would be really big here. Although I don't remember how many gadgets they actually used. Oh, here we go. Lightning bolt chain. Are they going to get there? That's a lot in a row. I think if they drew another one, they would have cast it already. So there is that deal 4 damage spell, which they've used one of already. So I think they have one more left. That's not going to get you there. Here, huh? I think that's a 72. Now it's a 70. What? Man, that sure makes it look like I'm supposed to click on it, doesn't it? But I guess that's just what level I am now. So Sidekick is until level 51. Then Bronze. Okay. Alright. Give me something that's not crazy aggro. Oof. This can be pretty aggressive. Alright, so we definitely can't keep that. I don't think we can keep that. Even though this card wins games. I have a feeling we're going to be under so much pressure. Once we hit turn 3, we're going to need something else. So this does draw. I don't know, we're going to risk it. I like Catwoman. Oh man, yeah. Should have threw Catwoman back. But I like her so much as a card. We're gonna see if we don't get punished. It's gonna depend pretty heavily on how hard Leandro over there hits the board. Hopefully they just pass right here. Wish you'd make these scroll just on their own. There's like so much like art hidden over here that nobody really sees. Thinking awful hard for a turn 1 play. So I've definitely been sitting here before and been like, man, my opponent sure is taking a really long time, and then realize I didn't hit the button. So I can't be too judgy. That play really took a lot of concentration. Oh, sweet. Getting Lucius is really important. I would much rather play Bluebird, but I think it's way more important that I have to take care of this guy. If this guy's allowed to do his thing, he can generate so much damage, like, very quickly. Like, he paid 1 bronze. If this turn he recruits 2 bronze characters, that would have been 6 damage, just spread out across my board, which would have been mostly centered on my leaders. That's a weird play. I wonder if that's meant to enable the... Yeah, the gift said... Okay. So my turn 2 is going to be really weak unless I top deck something I can play. Got way too much bling in my hands right now. Which, again, is the danger of this deck. It is a slow deck that wants to get to the late game. That is excellent. I'm going to put this here. So I want the guy with the slightly bigger butt to be in front of Batman. Give me a Batarang. Shoot. Alright, give me a Batarang.
Still with a few tricks up my sleeve.
Sweet. And we're going to save this because we only have 1 damage on the board. We're going to be able to upgrade it. There's just no reason to deploy it right now.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this house.
I'm not crazy about her getting her leader power off. Like, Zatanna can create mean things, bad situations for me. I might not be able to kill that booster gold next turn. And that's not great. Am I going to have to put Lucius off for a turn? I commit my entire board to it? That's terrible. Draw something good. That'll get there. That'll give me a chance, but then I'll also be... Oh, he's hidden. So I'm not going to be able to mess with him anyway. So I guess in that case, I gotta just do what's best for me here. Let's get prepared to have upgraded gadgets next turn. I'm going to put all this damage into Joker. And unfortunately, on this next turn, we're going to get cracked. All the spells are going to be fire-powered up. Cards and abilities that deal additional non-attack damage equal to firepower, so... Gifted and Boo? That's weird. Gotta deal with her. Can't leave her around. And we're not yet at gold. Man, it would be cool to be able to just Appetite here and kill Killer Frost that way. Unfortunately, that's a non-option. I don't even like this card, but I'm glad he doesn't have it. That's a brutally expensive use of Lex Luthor's power there. We're going to attempt to protect Catwoman, but I do not think she's going to live. Like, it's just such an absolute must-kill. Probably should have just went ahead and just there. Okay, so Batman's protected with evasion. Luther has a small body in front of him, but he's going to have to get through it.
I've got a lot more than rabbits.
So I've given them 2, like, must-kill targets. You really don't want to let me start getting extra charges on my leaders with Robin, which this guy is an absolute game changer when you can get your hands on Robin, finally. Going from 1 to 2 of him in this deck made a tremendous change. Before I had the... that sucks. That very cleanly countered what I was trying to set up there, but I'm going to be able to kill this guy super cleanly, too, with Appetite. Yeah, this guy's just a gold blank 6/6 for me, but at least they don't have him. Ooh, am I gonna get away with getting an attack in with Robin? Yikes. So we have to heal with this damage this turn. I would love to get Cyborg out. That would also kill this guy. This is how we want this deck to work. Like, sure, I get beat up, I get close to death early in the game, and then eventually we survive the aggression, and we turn the corner, and we have more cards in hand, we have more cards on the board. We don't always have more health. Like, you do get really close to dying, and that's one thing that's hard with this deck. Like, with an aggro deck, things go wrong. You know when to just throw in the towel. Like, okay, we're done here, I lost, and you can quit. But with these harder, like, long game control decks, it can be really hard to know when you should throw in the towel. So you end up playing out games that maybe you should have gotten out of earlier, but you don't know, so you stick with it. Oh man, do I risk it with Batman? My gadgets have we played? 4. Could just kill that guy and then I don't really want to use any of my removals though. And there's 1 card. No. No, this is risky. This is very risky because now I might not have a removal when I need one, but Lex is going to level up this coming turn. And then we're going to throw this dude down and draw yet another card. That's not a great card for this situation. We got this well in hands.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this house.
And just like that, he's got 3 cards. It went from 1 up to, like, Satanic can be so dangerous. So much direct damage coming from these guys. Poor Alfred. I just push face here. I think I do. being a little capricious with my removals here, and I might get stunned for it.
I still have a few tricks
But
up
I
my
think this is
sleeve.
the time where I need to just pour the gas on. I've got Lex ready to kill whatever they play. Batman now has permanently 3 attack and can get past blockers. This should be all she wrote. Is that 4 in a row? I guess that first one I probably didn't even deserve to win. Like, man, that really makes it look like they want me to click on it. Oh, I bet the fire is because I have the +2 on fire bonus. That's what it is. See, we're learning things. So I've done pretty good. Haven't had the best draws. There hasn't. Well, I guess in that one game where we got to recycle Darkseid a bunch of times, that was pretty disgusting. But that was. Ooh. I can't keep any of this stuff. Uh-oh. This is the kind of draw that where we could be in trouble. The world's finest deck can really get units to the board and keep them there, and I have no tools to deal with it. Oh, jeez. I guess that's better than nothing. Probably the play should have been Alfred and back, bringing a drone up front just to force him to let me draw a card, because I bet what's going to happen here is he kills Alfred and leaves the drone alone and just pushes damage to Batman. If it was me, I'd probably attack with Batman just to keep Trevor in play.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
I mean, the ideal line for him would be attack with Batman to kill Alfred, attack with Trevor into Batman, then grappling gun Trevor back to hand, then plan again to be able to use Batman's ability next turn. Grappling gun? Nope, that's not what I got.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, dude. I was feeling pretty nervous till we saw Lucius. I think I can make a game of this now. So hopefully he doesn't play anything so threatening that I have to prioritize removing it next turn. So next turn I can play Lucius. We might be in trouble. Okay. We have to kill Batman like really fast, and I don't have any good like burn down tools. We'll be able to clear the board here. Heal myself back up a little bit. Alright, so if he plays something big here, I should be able to kill it with Lex. Or steal it with Indoctrinate. That is not big. Did that backwards, dude. You have to play Lois first, then the shield character to get the benefit. Oops. So, If he lets me, I'm gonna Lex my Brainiac. I'll deal with blows with Indoctrinate. Well, I'll not
Never stop fighting.
Interesting. I wouldn't have done that either. Ooh, what do we do here?
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Is there anything that I could possibly draw that would let me kill Lois? No, so I gotta do it. I can't let him get those Lois things. Now we're gonna set up our next turn. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards. Even care about picking that shield up, I guess. I guess I'll just do 2 damage to Batman's face for fun. That was probably dumb. Yeah, especially with Appetite in hand, I could have dealt with that way better. Weird choice to double recruit Lucius. That hand must be pretty dead over there. Like, he's kind of letting you get away with some nonsense. Did that bug. Sometimes when you indoctrinate somebody, they just like stay on board. It's really weird.
I still have a few tricks up my
He's
sleeve.
gotta be going for heals here, right? Like, what could he possibly want? I guess he'd be stocking up some damage. I really want him to play a big fatty right in front of Batman or Superman. I'm being way too capricious with Batman at this point. I gotta start protecting him a little better.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
I will take those heals. I'm going to clear this Lucius. It's a little bit of an inefficient use of my attack. But Might has way too many ways to give guys attack buffs out of nowhere. And I don't want him to have any attackers. Alright. Play a big old fatty for me to deal with.
I'll never stop fighting.
Is he going to swing into Robin? Oh no, he's going to swing into Robin. He forgot the evade, and he apparently forgot that he has invincibility. That guy's gonna die instantly. I think we got this guy a little bit tilted. Like, Katuna is not making very clean plays here. Sucks that I don't get an attack with Robin.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
It's crazy because they have some decent resources in hand. Like, that's a good number of cards.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
And I really haven't been able to capitalize on the mistakes either. Like, they're ahead of me in the line. And so much invested just to get through Robin. That's wild. Okay, here we go. That's not even that good of a card, but I'm going to kill it with Dark Side. Finally. I was feeling pretty unsure about this game for a good chunk of it. Like, Batman got low. That's unfortunate. I need to unlock that card. Probably put it in this deck, actually. That card right there might actually be better than Robin.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Can't even concede. You have to disconnect. So lame. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have attacked Superman there. Okay, so they don't have Cyborg on their side, apparently. That's unexpected. Here, we're gonna almost taunt. So Batman's wide open here. Wonder if they disconnected because they rage quit, or if they... Oh no, they're back. They're back. Okay. So he should be able to kill Batman here, but if he does that, like, you're done. Like, oh no, I guess he's got to get through the evade. So he's got to get some kind of a speed attack, or he's not going to be able to kill Batman here. So as wild as some of these board states end up looking, like, this is just a deck where you just take punishment until you start out matching them in the late game. Like, I have more big game threats, I have more big game removal than the other guy, always, 100% of the time. The question is, can I get to it? So in basically every game where I can get to it, there hits a point where the only thing that is even any danger to me is direct damage. So I saw that guy Ripple earlier. I think it was the damage from the Poison Kiss, and he actually is not here. That's so lame, dude. If you're gonna quit, just quit. Don't disconnect. So lame. That's okay. I don't think I'll be able to kill him next turn. It'll depend on what I draw. Probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to kill him this turn. So we'll have to sit through a whole nother turn, but we're going to get this W. Yeah, that guy's been dead forever, but he's still just hanging around. So lame that this is how it works when somebody disconnects. So the core strategy that we've seen here a bunch of times throughout the day, Bat Cycle does a bunch of stuff for us. So this card in particular, it charges your leader up, and Lex Luthor's power takes a long time to charge and is really, really strong. Batman's power doesn't take a long time to charge, but it's really important, especially if you get it Lucius on board. So being able to Bat Cycle, both to protect our characters, because again, we're going to get our teeth kicked in for the first 4 turns of the game. Draws a card, and it charges up, and it gives us a bait. It's excellent. It does everything we want. Kind of similar to, oh my gosh, I can't highlight it. Kind of similar to the Bat Cycle. Omega Beams lets us draw a card, and it just gets something out of the way. This ignores shields, which is really awesome. We don't have to fight honestly with health values, and sometimes that's important because we don't always have the biggest stats on the board, especially going up against like Green Lanterns and stuff. Alfred's a must-play card in any Batman deck. He's much worse than he used to be after the nerf, but he's still quite good in terms of giving us a card draw, and then he sticks around, which usually he doesn't, but sometimes he does. Sometimes there's enough other things going on that they can't target Alfred, and he generates a bandage or two, which could be 6, 9, 12 points of healing over the course of the game. This is both thematically appropriate because that's Batman, and it does a thing that we really, really don't have enough of in this deck, which is fight for early board. Okay, now we're going to win.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
I know he's not there anymore. Okay, so that was a good string of victories. Back to back to back to back. Ooh, 66, moving on up. Nice. So we'll hopefully soon be out of this sidekick. Oh, let's... Let's do some packs. Oh, we're gonna get something good in here. Oh, so that is one of the 6 cards that I do not have yet out of this set. 3 of the 6 are all might. That Superman is one of them. Cool. Okay. So this is the list. There is a lot of bronze cards in here because and yet we are still super weak in the early game. Moving into our silver and gold, very late game weighted deck, runs more gold cards than I do in most things. A lot of silver cards, so there are awkward hands in this for sure. But this deck's a beast. I've just been tearing up ranked since it came out with this, with a ridiculous win rate. So edits will be discarded. Yes, I didn't make any edits. All right. So until next time, go win some games.